Hello everyone. Today is January 8th. It's day 8 of 21 days to building hope. And there's no more comments or requests, so I'm going to just keep reading out of this book and we'll tap on whatever comes up. So 365 days to embracing forbidden emotions, and January 8th. Lack of forgiveness causes almost all of our self-sabotaging behavior. Mark Victor Hansen. It's funny. I'm going to stop here because I'm sure the rest of us talks about forgiveness in a different way than I was taught. But I don't personally like the term self-sabotaging. I find it very judgmental. Because truly we're self-protecting. And if we can start to see it that way, I'm self-protecting. It's a very different way to view it, to view the world, to view yourself. It's anytime we're not doing something that would be helpful to us, we're self-protecting. And if we're doing something that seems to hurt us, but we can't stop it, we're still on an unconscious level trying to self-protect. So again, if you can replace self-sabotaging with self-protecting, it's a great step towards less judgment of self. So there's that. What if it's really the lack of self-forgiveness that causes my self-sabotaging behavior? And I need to change that in this book, my self-protecting behavior. What if it's really the lack of self-forgiveness that causes my self-protecting behavior? Sorry, I'm taking a moment because I want to change that. It's so important because, I learned to say that too, and then I thought, no, it's self-protecting because it always is. What if I can learn how to forgive, accept, and eventually even love myself? Imagine that, even love myself. I'm going to read that part again. I'm going to start over. Lack of forgiveness causes almost all of our self-sabotaging behavior. Mark Victor Hansen. I don't know about you, but when I read quotes like that, I always feel pressure. Because I'm like, there's times I'm so freaking not forgiving. I'm hanging on to a resentment, to the last thread. But when I learn to tap through that and make that okay, then it's like, no, I don't forgive them right now. I'm super pissed about this. And to make that okay is huge. And I have my evil cat staring at me right now. She's a sweetheart, but she's just being evil right now because there's another cat here. So what if the lack of self-forgiveness, it's the lack of self-forgiveness that causes my self-protecting behavior? Hey, Barbara. What if I can learn how to forgive, accept, and eventually even love myself? Imagine that. That may feel like a big ask of myself, but what if this could be possible? What could change for me? One way to discover it is to practice this. I can see what lack of self-forgiveness has done for me. Not so good. I like that by learning to forgive myself first, something amazing could happen in my life. How do I do this? Once again, I catch myself getting down on myself, using lack of forgiveness to do it. When I catch this, I can interrupt it, and over time, I bet I'll notice that I'm less self-critical and more self-accepting. This naturally leads to self-love without me having to try to love myself more. Thought for today. Today, I can interrupt the bully in my brain when it's yammering in my ear. This has the power to change how I see myself each time I do this. And I just can't speak to this enough that, we live in a culture, especially with the personal development world, it's like we have to manifest everything. We have to make it happen. We have to have it happen. But when you deal with what's in front of you, this is the ultimate liberation. Forgiving. I'm super pissed at this person. When you allow that truth and you tap through it, the beauty is on the other side of that, forgiveness comes naturally and easily without you having to try to forgive. And that's why, to me, it is so important to practice self-acceptance, to go, wow, I'm really mad right now. I really hate this person right now. I feel that way. I've had to do that about the guy they caught on video that just mowed down this horse, and I intend to go to the court hearing But I've had this revenge fantasy, not of doing anything to him personally, but like giving him the stink eye, you know, when I'm in court and like being able to stand up in court and say, you took this precious horse from so many of us. You know, I have these revenge fantasies and I allow them, but I tap through them. And I've learned to not make myself wrong for that. It doesn't mean I always don't make myself wrong. I still do. But a lot of times I'm like, no, I've got to go here. And then I come to this place of like, I don't have to think like I've got to try to forgive this guy. Like that is like so challenging. But when I go, I'm going to indulge my revenge fantasy in a safe and healthy way. I'm not going to act on it. This is something that's happening in my head. I'm not going to go out and act on it. Then I tap through it and I am free. I am liberated. It's so often the opposite of what we're taught, especially if you're in a particular religion that's like, you know, even Mark Victor Hansen's quote, lack of forgiveness is the root of all self-sabotaging behavior. No, it's not. It's the judgment of self around my lack of forgiveness. It's not allowing myself my lack of forgiveness and going, and even of self, and then encouraging myself to go into it. So let's tap. Even though I think I got wired backwards here, I don't forgive sometimes. And then I double down on myself by judging myself pretty harshly. Even though he's saying it's lack of forgiveness that creates most self-sabotaging behavior, what if anything that's self-sabotaging is actually me self-protecting? That's a different way to see it. Even though sometimes I am stuck in unforgiveness. I'm steaming mad at someone. Highly resentful. Highly unforgiving. And what if that's okay? If I'm dealing with it in a safe and healthy way for me. And go to the eyebrow. Lack of forgiveness? What if I need to go into this lack of forgiveness in a profound way? Indulge it with tapping. Go into the darkness of it. Maybe I need help from a seasoned practitioner. Maybe I just need someone's emotional support. While I talk through and tap through what I'm unforgiving about. And what if the byproduct of allowing that is absolute liberation? I stop trying to tell myself, be the first to forgive. Let go, let God. And instead, I go into the lack of forgiveness as much as I need to while tapping, because tapping's going to shift it for me. Tapping's going to free it from my nervous system. It's going to help to set me free. And then forgiveness comes with ease. And I'm congruent with it. And I end up setting them free too. So take a breath. Barbara, I always love seeing you here. I just can't say this enough, and I say this I've done thousands of sessions now, thousands of them, thousands and thousands. And I just see it's when we allow ourselves to go into the emotion in a safe and healthy way. That's the caveat. You got to do tapping or something that's interrupting the thought pattern, but allowing yourself to go into it while you're tapping through it, you're changing your physiology. And then forgiveness is easy. It's so easy. It's like I don't have to try. If there's an oversight in our solar system, it's trying to forgive. I got to try to forgive. I got to try to do anything. We don't have to try when we allow the truth and tap through it and free our energy system from it, our nervous system. We change our physiology, and then the byproduct is, wow, I don't harbor any ill will because I set myself free. So that's it for now, and see you back here tomorrow for day 9. Bye-bye.